Ike ends his phone call and turns to his group.
All right, here we go. Galtero's at the bar, and most of the coyotes are inside as well. The straggler coyotes should be inside within a half an hour. Once we get in there, spread out. Get a drink, but have it brought to you. Stay away from the bar.
Cut to black. Exterior. The Orange Swallow compound parking lot. We see Ike and his crew making their way through the parking lot towards the security gate. Ike stops beside a group of men that are drinking from a jug of homemade wine, leaning against a hot rod 1967 Impala, puffing on a blunt.
That grass smells lovely. Can I get a rip?
The young man smirks.
Ain't nothing but a wing, nigga.
Alfred takes another pull off the blunt, then hands it to Ike and turns to one of his riders.
Roll up.
My man.
Ike passes the hand-rolled cocktail to Thad, and he obliges. Hunter and Gunner refrain from the smoke session, but Sess and Big Dog join the circle. 9 men, 7 smoking and 2 passing. Within a few minutes, 3 marijuana-filled cigars are making rounds. A slow tempo beat floods into the parking lot, and Alfred starts freestyling.
I just came for a good time parking lot, drinking wine, trapped in Malikona. Still hollering, the world is mine, baby girl is hella fine, made that ass drop. I'ma transform in that cock. Similar to Go Bot when I leave this parking lot. I'm about to have fun, been waiting for 6 weeks, my loins is hotter than the sun.
Laughter erupts from Gunner, and the rest of the men join in. We are sucked into the air and witness the group of men from a bird's eye view. We can hear Ike's muffled voice telling a joke as Alfred starts to move his pelvis like a 50s pop star. Cut to black. Interior Orange Swallow. Night. Ike and his crew saunter into the fun room. They come in single file, but go their separate ways. Thad is stoned. He sees an empty recliner adjacent to the stage, and he makes a beeline for it. Big Dog is loaded and hasn't smoked since college. He spies an empty table across from Thad, and he nearly trots over to it. Sess is blazed and hasn't smoked in years either. He simply follows Big Dog. Hunter slithers across the room and joins a blackjack table. He loves to gamble. Gunnar is last in line. He watches his group disperse into the heavily populated room. His senses are overloaded. His whole life has been weapons and fighting, only worshiping women from afar. Now that he is surrounded by female sexual energy, all of his nerve endings are tingling. Gunnar glides towards the stage. Ike, wraith-like, evaporates from the group and emerges into a secret hallway. He knocks on the wall, and Nina opens a hidden door. Ike oozes into the room and sits in front of a camera monitor. He doesn't acknowledge Valley standing there in her underwear. There are 8 cameras altogether, but the large screen is trained on the bar. Galtero's profile is on blast as he orders round after round. It appears he likes warm brandy straight up. Ike turns from the screen and sets his eyes on Valley. She shudders. His eyes are that of a man she hasn't met.
Come and take a look at this guy. That's our target, Galtero. Him and his coyotes thought they were invincible, but it's time for him to eat his lunch.
Valley's eyes grow wide.
Nina's gonna plant you in a lineup.
Then what?
Then Galtero picks you, and you take him to room 27.
But what if he doesn't pick me?
He will, and when he does, you will lead him to the room. Just relax and go with the flow. I'll be watching and waiting to go in there and delete him. You are safe.
Valley moves her lips, but no sound comes out.
Okay.
Interior Orange Swallow compound. We see a room pulsing with activity. A new hourly raffle winner is belly up on the slab with his pecker in the air, being expertly handled by a curvaceous Chinese woman. She has long, black hair and a fortune cookie tattoo that reads, "Long Life," on her left hip. She is topless, wearing a red mask and black panties. We see Thad receiving a whiskey and soda from a lovely, dark brown-skinned woman, wearing lavender and white body paint in a leopard pattern. She whispers in Thad's ear, and he laughs, revealing a platinum vampire grill. Big Dog and Cess are being tended to by a tandem of shapely waitresses. A third woman walks up smiling seductively and starts competing to take the drink order. We see Gunnar being handed a tall mug of beer with a tequila bomb in it. He is staring deep into the waitress's eyes. He has never felt so alive. Cut to interior Orange Swallow compound, night. We see Galtero open throat guzzle the last of his warm brandy. He slams his glass down on the bar and strolls away. The coyotes he's drinking with follow him. Galtero goes to the restroom, then heads for Kitty Cove. When he gets there, the security guard lets him into the cove, but blocks the other coyotes as only 3 men are allowed inside, and there are already 2 guys waiting for the lineup. Kitty Cove is an octagon-shaped room. There are 3 oversized lounge chairs lined up at the far end of the room. The middle seat is empty, and Galtero takes a seat. 8 women emerge from behind a curtain and head towards Kitty Cove. A vast array of skin tones are present. Valley is in the middle of the pack. She is wearing white cotton panties and matching bra, while the other ladies are sporting colorful lingerie. A raffle is drawn to see which man picks first. The raffle is rigged to ensure Galtero gets dibs. Security informs Galtero that he goes first, and he smiles, genuinely happy. The truth is, he has been enamored with Valley ever since she entered the room. His dilemma is that he came here wanting some chocolate, and the tall babe to his left is exactly what he wants. Yet this short Latina in white is looking so rare that he needs her. Galtero rises from his seat and stumbles. He stares at Chocolate Babe, drawing out the moment. He is engulfing her with his eyes, imagining himself wildly thrashing around on top of her. He is so aroused that he nearly chooses her, but he gazes over at Valley standing there with her head down. More than anything, her vibe is calling him. He can sense her fear and anxiety. The cocktail of emotions Valley is dealing with is like the scent of a sweet nectar Galtero must drink, and he suddenly has cotton mouth.
"I'll take her."
Galtero croaks and points at Valley. For the first time since entering the room, Valley looks up. She locks eyes with Galtero, but his soul is hidden in the hazy shadows of lust shining in there.